All right, and you found the quick review, and just want to deal with figuring out domains and ranges for functions. And so some students tend to struggle with this, but remember the domain corresponds to the x values and the range corresponds to the y values. So when we talk about our domain, we have to look at the function and we have to transport it back up to the x-axis. So the lowest possible x value is just larger than -5. Now we see the function everywhere else all the way until we hit 5, and it's right on the 5 line, so the 5 is included. So that's the domain, and this is a conjunction, right? And how do you say values just bigger than -5 up to and including 5? -5 less than x, right? X because it's the domain, less than or equal to 5. All right, so that's the domain. What about the range? Now in this one we're looking at the possible y values vertically, so we're going to the y-axis. Again, I want to go lowest to highest, so the lowest value is just larger than 3. Now if you follow the function, you can see that the function exists really forever in the positive direction because the function goes up to positive infinity. All right, so how would you write that? Well, this is pretty simplistic then. You're simply going to say y is greater than -3. Y greater than -3. Now, if this was a more advanced course, we can show you some other ways to write these intervals. Might as well just throw it in just for fun. Those of you in Algebra 1 this year don't have to worry about it. But, if I was going to say the domain, I can write it in interval form. And so I would use a parentheses because the -5 is not included, comma, and then 5 bracket. And that bracket would tell me the 5 is included. And that's how I could say the domain if I was going in interval. How could I say the range in interval? Well, parentheses because the -3 is not included, comma, infinity, and infinity always gets a parentheses. So interval form. Again, those of you in Algebra 1, don't worry about that. Figure just throw it in for anybody else that might be watching. So domain and range. Remember, domain corresponds to the horizontal. Start left, head right. And the range involves the vertical. Start low, head high. All right, that's it.